Hiya John, really good session of the day. Good to see you striking the ball as well as you were. Once you got your posture better, as we said, at setup there was a little tendency to get a little bit round in the back. Obviously going to cause your body to be slightly restricted in terms of its movement and cause some issues then in terms of where that club's going to be coming down into your path. It also could cause a bit of a sway in the takeaway. You weren't swaying, so to speak, but because you couldn't rotate effectively, the scene when your head was moving side to side on that video you sent me through. So if we look at the right hand one now, you're certainly a much straighter back position there at address. A little bit of coverage is absolutely fine. What I want to try and get in the habit of doing is more so pushing the hips backwards rather than trying to stand up tall. Also try to get in the habit of doing it in your pre-shot routine, not kind of going into this position on the left hand side and then pushing hips backwards. Okay, if we can set up better to start with, it'll make it much easier to get the right distance from the golf ball and get yourself in position. Okay, so if you look at the setup here now, takeaway now for me is very, very good. Left arm working nicely into the body. As long as the club's not getting behind your hips there, that club's absolutely fine. I'd rather your left arm be there and the club a smidgen on the inside than you try and get the club out here somewhere and move your arm further away. You get into more problems that way anyway. As we said, from there now get the top of the backswing, the lower half can now transition down nicely as you come in the golf ball there, John. If I go back a frame, that is a really, really good position. Left arm hanging down from under the chin, club on the target line there to target. Really, really good position. As we can see, you swing through now, just striping that ball down the range. I mean, you had about 15, 20 shots there in a very small cluster. So the ball's on a bit of a rope, really. The way you were striking that ball and hitting it through the targets there down the range. So keep working on that as best we can. Work on that posture. So try to get into a good posture in address rather than sort of setting up and just pushing it backwards. I'd prefer people to sort of eliminate the errors rather than have the error and then try and fix it while setting up. It just makes it a whole lot easier in terms of sort of your pre-shot routine. It's just having to practice really in terms of how you bow to the golf ball, how you push those hips backwards and get yourself in a much more sort of straighter back position. It's not taller, it's slightly more tilted. You're pushing your hips backwards to straighten your back out, not pulling your shoulders back and standing up. So hope that makes sense. Any questions, obviously give me a shout and I'll catch up again soon. Cheers, John.